are you? Welcome to this week's episode of Sip and Thrift, where together we go on some sort of thrifting challenge and stop to get some caffeinated along the way. Probably matcha. Definitely matcha. I love matcha. Today I put out an Instagram poll asking if you would rather me do a thrift challenge trying to find only like summery, springy dresses, or try to shop from only the men's section. And it was super close, and I did not know which one was going to actually win until I got to Goodwill, but by the time I got to Goodwill, the men's section was winning by just a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do today. Also, if you wanna be a part of these polls in the future, feel free to follow me on Instagram. My handle is right here, and I also post a lot of matcha. Let's go head over to Goodwill. Let's shop the men's section, see what I can find for myself, and or maybe the husband, probably myself, come back here and try it on. Let's go. I just picked up my camera on the way to Goodwill and I've missed it. I'm sorry that last video was such bad quality. I'm gonna check my poll. Ooh, it's close right now. 54% men's, 46% dresses. So let's shop the men's section. I'm gonna try to find some things that I can either like kind of upcycle to be more feminine or just could be kind of like cool and grungy, like jackets or whatever. Let's go see what they have. This sweater is in the men's section and it's labeled as men's, but it looks kind of cropped to me. So it might be a mistake, but I'm gonna take it. Also, I got distracted and I found this for Brook. I think he'd like it, and I like the seam down the back. This is Zara Man, but I feel like the print is pretty feminine, so let's go get it and see if we can make it girlier. This is $10, but I love it, and if it's too big for me, I'll give it to Brook. This is just weird enough to where it could maybe be cute, maybe. We'll finish it off with this. This is also labeled as men's, but to me, the cut looks a little more feminine, so I might be able to pull it off. Great thing about this challenge is if some of these things are too big for me, like the denim jacket, Brook can have them. Very excited to go try these on, but first, let's go get our sip. I'm thinking about going to a place called Lavender and Honey today, just because I haven't been in a long time. And I went to brunch with some of my coworkers yesterday, and one of them went there beforehand, and I was like, that's a good idea. Let's go there, let's get a matcha, and let's go home and try on. I was initially gonna not get a straw and then wait till I got home, but they had paper straws, so cheers to that. I also need to find a cup that I like to take to places, but I feel a little bit embarrassed because if the cup was like bigger than their normal amount of ounces, I don't want them to think I'm like trying to cheat them out of more matcha, you know? I don't know, might have to just get over that. I added the slightest bit of peppermint. So this is an almond milk matcha latte with the slightest bit of peppermint. I learned this last week from a different coffee shop. He told me to try it, and it's so good. We are home, matcha in hand. This one's just so vibrantly green. That means lots of caffeine. Let's start trying things on, what do you say? I got 6 things total, 5 things maybe for me, 1 thing for Brook. My total was $36, which is way more than I normally spend at Goodwill, but that jacket was $10, which is like quite a bit. So that kind of threw off my usual numbers. I'm thinking let's start with the jacket because I don't have to change for that. Dang, this jacket is hefty. I have a denim jacket that is nowhere near this weight. This feels very quality. The brand is actually Old Navy, which I find funny, but the size is extra, extra large. Men's, wow. I don't normally care about sizes of tops too terribly much because if something's oversized, you just tuck it in, you crop it, you roll the sleeves, whatever. But this jacket is pretty dang huge. It could either be quite a look or maybe even too big on my 6'1" husband. Oh no, I feel like I'm in like my dad's clothes when I was little. Let's try rolling it, let's try rolling it. Okay, I'll give you a full body. So this is the whole thing. It's pretty big. From this point of view, it's kind of like cute 80s grungy large, but overall I think it's a little too extra large. So I'm gonna give it to my husband. I think that he'll be able to rock this kind of oversized look better than me, and if not, then we'll share it with a friend. Worth a try. I mean, how often can you find like a really quality denim jacket for 10 bucks, right? Okay, while we are on the topic of Brook, I wanna show you the shirt that I got with him in mind. So his style is very like comfy, simple. He never wants to really look like he's trying to be trendy. The style I like on him is a little more subtly trendy, if that makes sense. So I feel like this is a good combination of both the things we like. This is actually Zara, which it's the Slub collection. Ooh, what does that mean? I don't even know. It's a little bit oversized in a cool way to where it could be long on him. And the things I love about it is there's this pocket right here. It's kind of like a little understated pocket. And the back of this shirt has a hem that goes down the middle. I don't know why hems down the middle of shirts, whether it be down the front or the back, I don't know why that kills me. Like, I just love it. I'm hoping it looks good on him and fits him. It is a size larger than he normally wears, but like I said, oversized shirts are pretty in right now. So far, this general haul is oversized. But let's try on a couple of the things that I found for myself. Here is this shirt that I found with nothing done to it. It is definitely a man's shirt because it's pretty boxy. Normally women's shirts come in a little bit in the center. It was $5.99, but the reason I gravitated towards it is the print on this, or I guess I should say like the almost texture on this, feels very feminine to me. It's either feminine or bowling alley, maybe both. But I feel like we could make this pretty cute by tucking it into something high-waisted and cuffing the sleeves. Maybe undoing one button because I'm a woman. Whoa, no, nope, nope, that button's way too far down. I'm actually wearing high-waisted pants right now, so I'm gonna tuck this in. This could also be a cute shirt to crop though, aka just chop off the bottom of it like I do with so many of my shirts. Gives it a little more shape and cuff the sleeves. That is already a huge improvement. I wouldn't be surprised, knowing myself, if I end up cutting this, but I feel like this just went from very manly to kind of like schoolgirl posh, you know? This could be good for like a workplace environment. I feel like with these pants, actually, this is very workplace appropriate. Here's the back. I think my favorite detail about this shirt wow. I think my favorite detail about this shirt is the buttons. Let me see if I can show it to you. The buttons just have this little, almost like navy colored circle around the rim of them. I think that's just so cute. So considering the fact that this is a men's shirt, I feel like we did pretty okay. We did pretty okay. Okay, next, let's try on this sweater. I like how it's kind of like a mock neck sweater, but I think it's so interesting that this says men's. What is the tag? The tag is cotton on, so that doesn't help. That could be men's or women's. But to me, it looks cropped. Does it not? And it's in the men's section. It has a men's tag. It was $4.99, but blue tags were half off today, so it was actually $2.49. This was $2.49. I feel like this needs to be paired with something denim on the bottom, so I'm gonna go change into some shorts and we will try this on. Oh, I love this so much. Look at this. It's so simple, but it's so chic. Here, this is it completely down. I do feel like it is, I mean, a little boxy down, so maybe it is men's. I just am so surprised that it's this short. I don't know what the size is. I should have checked the size. Maybe it's like a kid's. I love it. First off, it's very, very comfy. Second, I love this color. I'm picky about shades of colors. Colors have to be like a certain level of muted for me to like them. I don't really like, you know, bright colors. So this shade of green is perfect. And one detail that I love is this hem is a little bit forward on the shoulder. And I think that that little level of detail makes this look kind of like industrial. I also love the neckline of this. I feel like the earrings I'm wearing today would go really well with it because with a high neckline like this, you don't really want to like wear any necklaces or scarves or anything that would distract from that because that's so kind of elegant and fun that you can really play up your earrings. So I feel like these earrings just accidentally happen to go with this really well. It would be something that I would really wear. And I'm ready for fall. Looked like I was flossing. I'm sad to say that I know how to floss. All these Fortnite kids everywhere just ruining things for me. I'm so excited. Here, I'll show you a back. I've been very into just French tucking lately too, instead of tucking the whole thing, because that keeps the back of your pants not looking all like jumbled up from something tucked inside, you know what I mean? Let's try on that really funky kind of like salmon blush, weird collar, weird button shirt. Okay, so I am so intrigued by this brand. This was $6.99, which for Goodwill is kind of a lot in my opinion. So I was like, maybe it's like designer. The tag is cut out, but along the collar here it says Rose Monica, and then there's an RN back here. So I just now gave it a quick Google and it's so interesting. A couple shops like Etsy and a different kind of like online selling platform are selling vintage Rose Monica things for, you know, like 40, 50 bucks. They all say vintage, but I can't find anything about a brand named Rose Monica at all. So my thoughts are, is vintage enough to not have any sort of internet presence at all? Or it was just like very niche, so there's not a lot of talk about it? I don't know, but they're all listed as designer. If you know anything about this brand, let me know, because now I'm just very intrigued. It's funky, it definitely is. I feel like it was probably a brand in the 70s based off this shirt. Down, it's not very flattering. It's very much a man's shirt with feminine touches like these buttons in this color. I feel like tucked in, it's kind of cute and vintage. This is another thing that I could crop. So that's what it looks like completely tucked in. This is what it looks like with more of like a French tuck. I actually do think with this one, I would completely tuck it in or crop it. I'm very, very tempted to cut this one up, but in case it's something that is like hard to find, I don't want to ruin it with my scissors yet. So I'm gonna wait until y'all let me know if you know anything about this brand. But up close, I do think it's so fun and funky, the way that they stitched on the brand name to the collar. These buttons are also really fun. They're kind of like this pearlescent color with a gold rim. I talk about my church's style a lot. I go to a very like fashion forward church, and the style is all very kind of like streetwear, kind of like unisex type stuff, and everybody rocks it. It's not really my style. I love girly flouncy floral dresses, that type of thing, but whenever I see something like this, I'm like, that's cool, because Mosaic has given me an appreciation for style like this, even if I don't wear it frequently. I do think that this is fun. I like it. I like the way it looks tucked in to something that gives me a waistline. The color, I have very pink undertones. Like, look at my hands. The color is kind of in the same family as my skin tone. Wow, my hands look really pink in comparison to the shirt. So maybe not the most flattering color on me, but I do like the color itself. Okay, I just did a little sleuthing again. So this is the top that was in the men's section. It was $3.99, and I was like, no way is this men's. Like, look at this cut. It's very flattering on ladies, and the material is incredible. Like, this is so thick yet soft. It's very sturdy feeling. I feel like it would be hard to really wrinkle this. And I looked at the tag. I should have done this in the store. It says Eileen Fisher, and I was like, that definitely sounds like a girl brand. I looked them up. They're sold at Neiman Marcus, and their tops are, their cheapest top is $118. It goes up to $400-500 for tops. So this is just a simple t-shirt. Their simple t-shirts are about $118. Oh, there's one $108. Okay, excuse me. Their cheapest top is $108. So that's still a lot of money. So this is probably about a $100 shirt. I thought I was shopping in the men's section, was attracted to this because I thought this might be flattering. Ends up being a woman's shirt and ends up being at least $100 more than I paid for it. So I love it when that happens. I think out of everything that I shopped, my first favorite is the green sweater, second favorite is this, and third favorite is a really weird salmon top. The white shirt's okay, you know, it's a basic piece, and the denim jacket's too big. And then the other one, the shirt I bought for Brook. This was a fun challenge. I never venture into the men's section, so now I know that maybe I should go over there sometimes because you could find some fun things. Also, I've mentioned this in previous thrifting videos. I want to really try to keep up with these thrifting videos because they're so fun, and I know y'all love them, but I also don't need this much clothes. So what I'm gonna start doing is selling some of these things on Poshmark. I'm gonna sell everything, I think, for just a flat $10, because after Poshmark takes their fees, it's like $6, and that's kind of the middle point of most things that I'm buying. So I currently haven't posted anything on there yet because life has been really busy, but I will link my Poshmark down below. It's underneath the follow me section in the description box, and if you want to follow me there, that way whenever I do finally post these things for sale, you can snag them. Let's share the thrift and love, you know what I mean? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Sip and Thrift. I love these so much. If you have any other ideas for challenges, let me know because y'all are very creative and I love it. If you want to join this giant friend group, I would love nothing more. So if you click subscribe, you can stay up to date and hang out with me at least 3 times a week. I love y'all, and I hope you have the best rest of your day, the best rest of your week, and I'll see you in a video very soon. Bye.